Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. Track 9, Your Love by Christión, featuring Jay-Z. Produced by AK-47, Damon Dash, and Dave G.
First time a gun ever got behind the boards.
I feel like that's... I'm going to just hit it.
Are there any
It wasn't
other
really a
producers
joke,
named
it was
after
an
guns?
observation. What about guns?
I said, are there any other producers named after guns?
Yes.
Are there?
Mac 10.
He's a producer?
Of course, he's produced some of his own stuff.
I don't know.
Everyone does these days.
I don't know. There's a guy, I guess he's from Atlanta, maybe. From...
Key Glock?
No, he produces for 21 Savage, I believe. His producer name is Fuck 12. That's one of the best producers ever.
Ah.
That's one of the best producer names ever.
Of course, there's Gunna, which, you know, he's just an overall gunner.
But he's a rapper, right?
Yeah, he's not a producer.
Machine Gun Kelly, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
All right, we're on too much of a tangent.
After an hour and a half.
No, it's an hour and 40 minutes, as a matter of fact.
I love this. It feels weird to be doing a song review now.
So you know how the rating system works, Jesse.
I know how it works.
Would you like to go first? Would you like us to go first? How do you think we should do this?
You guys can go first.
Okay, I'll give the song a 7.
Wait. No, I got it. Okay. You gave it a what?
A flat 7.
Oh, okay. All right. 7 minus.
Wow, Moulz Mel almost connect.
That's right. We connect at heart. We just have slight deviations from the core, but
right. I'm respected by legends in the hip hop game, and this guy is on the Drake Discord wondering what's next.
I am on the. That was a bar. I caught it. But yeah, I'm on the Drake Discord. I'm on Kanye to the Drake board. I'm on reddit.com/r/Drizzy.
You know where he's not, though?
I follow Word on Road.
He's not on reddit.com/r/classic hip hop.
I don't think that exists. I'm actually gonna check.
So get that drop ready, Mel. This is what I would ask Jay-Z if I was talking to him about this song. And this is what I'm asking you about being in the Drake Discord and on the Drake Reddit. Hit the drop.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed?
And who is that? That Georgia Smith? Oh, okay.
Let's see. The song is an 8+ for me for entertainment value, not because I enjoy it like as a song. It's maybe
the way it makes you feel. You like it a lot,
right? It's maybe the most awkward song of Jay-Z's career. One of the more awkward songs.
Really?
Yeah. We'll get into it.
Not even Venus versus Mars?
I mean, yeah, are we considering like late career Jay here at all?
We are. It's one of the more... It's in the top 5 most awkward songs of his career.
Earlier in the episode, which you didn't get to hear, Jesse, but you're going to have to take my word for it, we talked about Love for Free by Rel, which...
that song's 8.
I gave it a 7+ myself. I almost give it 8. And I just talked about how I like that formula. I like that late 90s R&B formula with the 2 rap verses at the top and all the way in the back. Like, I just like that formula. It's like kind of a little like nostalgia for me. This kind of operates in that same space, except I don't like it as much as Love for Free. And obviously, you know, we got the Computer Love interpolation in the chorus. I'd rather listen to that.
But before we go any deeper, what would you, if you can think, what would you guys say is the theme of the Streets is Watching soundtrack?
The theme?
There's definitely a theme.
Well, there's, you know, Your Love. There's
not like song wise.
There's
not like creative wise. Like what was the idea when they came up with the up with the soundtrack?
What was the idea?
Yeah.
to showcase.
I'm not sure they had a theme.
I mean, was
They
it to
definitely had a
showcase?
theme. Huh?
I mean, was it to
They definitely had a
showcase?
theme. Huh?
I mean, was it to get like Christión on there and Rel like amongst all the other rappers?
The theme was using Jay-Z to get the rest of Rockefeller over
Yeah, basically.
with the people. That's probably why they made the movie. It was like a showcase for, all of these guys who, some of which never had another song outside of the Streets is Watching soundtrack. Guys that we're excited about or guys that we might want to sign. Basically,
Christión had Full of Smoke, which was, I don't know if it was a hit record, but it was definitely on a lot of mixtapes at the time.
Light hit. There was a video.
Yeah, it was something that I remember hearing around that time. So that's kind of a cult classic. And I'm surprised that they didn't put that on here. I mean, they put It's All Right on here in Volume 2.
You know how P. Diddy No Way Out was basically we're going to use Bad Boy to try to make Diddy an artist?
Yes.
A rapper. This was we're going to use Jay-Z to, as a benefactor to try to get all these other people on. And we'll get into it when I discuss the song. 8+ though.
I agree that's the theme here.
Mm-hmm.
Why then do I have to ask? Did a lot of these people not? Because I think Christión sounds good. I think Rel sounded good.
Well, Rel was still working after this, doing a lot of hooks for like Beanie Siegel, for example, Memphis Bleak. Like Rel is still popping up on Rockefeller stuff all the way to like 2002, I think.
Well, I mean, I was gonna tell you before we got disconnected during that review of that song. He signed to Rockefeller in '97, and his debut. No, not Christión.
Christión was a group of brothers. It's two people.
Rel, not Christión. Rel.
Okay.
Christión is two people. Moulz.
Oh, two people.
Yeah, they're brothers.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Are they both on this song?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I couldn't tell.
They were a duo.
Yeah, what happened was this Love for Free was supposed to be the first single from his debut album, The Remedy, but it got shelved. So he didn't even get an album out. So, I mean, Emil got an album, and you know how much I like Emil. Why didn't Rel get an album?
Rel is on other people's albums from here. Like Christión, I think, disappears after this.
There needs to be a Gootrode investigation on what happened to a lot of these people.
Christión?
There's an album?
All of them.
No, but I feel like they faded out after this. Like Jay wasn't promoting them or working with them anymore after this.
There's an album. Let's see. Ghetto Cyrano, 1997.
Oh, that sounds familiar. I've never heard it, but the title.
Oh,
at
and
least sounds familiar.
Alan Anthony was on our Freeway's All Right song. Alan Anthony's in
Christión on Philadelphia Freeway. Okay, so Christión, the two brothers, one of them is Alan Anthony.
Right.
Okay, you learn something new every day, folks.
They put out 2 albums.
Right.
Ghetto Cyrano in 1997 and Project Plato in 2005.
That was definitely not on Rockefeller, though, the second one.
Right.
Well, Rockefeller is like the Bermuda Triangle. You go in there and you get lost. Maybe that's where Kanye got it from. I mean, good music is not much different. Just don't sign to those people. Don't sign to rappers. Number one. If you're going to sign to rappers, expect to be lost to history.
That worked for Nicki and Drake.
But you know why that worked? I'm literally asking because I don't know.
No. They're an exception to the rule.
Is he thinking of a reason now?
I know. I was trying to, and then I realized I didn't know. So
Beanie Siegel was a millionaire.
Beans made millions. I thought he said Beans will tell you if he wasn't in his feelings.
Beans is a millionaire according to Jay-Z.
Okay.
And we know Jay-Z is an unreliable narrator.
He bragged about having multiple Bentleys. You got to be a millionaire.
No, you can just take out credit.
Oh, okay.
Or you could borrow them.
What?
Plus, he could have been lying. We don't know who to trust out here. Beans, call us 718-635.
Kanye signed to Jay.
Yeah, but you know what happened with Kanye? Jay stole Kanye from Dame. And he stole Rockefeller from Dame. And you know what's crazy?
I don't think he stole Rockefeller, but I hear you.
When Cam was in D.C., he saw the shooter throw up the diamonds before the shots were fired.
Fun fact.
What?
Fun fact. And there's no cap ever in any of my stories. We drove past the car.
No, the day it happened, like in the... Like
that night, we were leaving the club in D.C. We just saw a bunch of fire hazards in the street. It was a blue Lambo. Next morning, we found out it was Cam. But we drove past the car, leaving a club in D.C. This was Howard Homecoming.
This is why they can never cancel Jesse.
Is Jesse the Forrest Gump of hip-hop history?
I've seen a lot of things.
He might be.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of things.
He might be. Huh. So, this record, like I said, it kind of has that same formula of the classic R&B hip-hop remix deal.
With the added injection of a cheap pop of Computer Love being the sample.
Right, which, I mean, I love Computer Love. Computer Love's like an 8 or a 9.
Who doesn't, you know?
This isn't touching that, but it's like, your love.
Bring back your love. You know, you gotta bring it back. You know, because sometimes you lose it.
This is hip-hop, baby.
It was the Bad Boy / Trackmasters formula.
Word, but I think it works better than some of the other Bad Boys Trackmasters formulas by, you know, this time period in a 97.
Oh, I have a take.
What makes this so awkward to you, though?
We'll get into it in a second. I have a take that might not, you know, let me back into Brooklyn ever. And this is something I just stumbled upon today, huh?
Listen, this might make me never allowed back, but why would you ever want to go back there anyway?
I haven't been there a lot. For me to be in New York, I haven't been to Brooklyn a lot. But we'll get into Jay-Z in a second. Just like maybe today, I stumbled upon the fact that Biggie loses some points.
Biggie?
Loses points.
What do you mean loses points?
As great of a rapper as he was, every single was on that Trackmasters bullshit. Like popular samples, popular this, that. You can't name a Biggie single. Huh?
Do you want Biggie to be a star on a mainstream level, or is he just going to be making Long Kiss Goodnight for the rest of his life?
You can be a star without leaning so heavily on those things. Like Jay-Z became a star with the original songs.
But he
a lot
really
of Biggie songs are Sunshine by Jay-Z.
Huh? Jay-Z's first big record was Hard Knock Life.
That was like nostalgic value. Annie cool, but Annie wasn't a hit. That wasn't like
but what's more like than Big Pimpin' and stuff like that. Like, and I Just Want to Love You, Give It to Me. Jay-Z wasn't on some bullshit just because it wasn't like Trackmasters. So what? It was Neptunes doing Rick James.
What I'm saying is Juicy, Big Papa. What were the other singles? He's Sky's the Limit.
Mo Money, Mo
Problems.
Money,
Mo Problems. Hypnotized. Like they all leaned on popular songs. That's the only reason he loses points with me. Rapper, he's upper echelon, but overall career.
So what about De La Soul? Did they lose points because they sampled like freaking Steely Dan,
Me, Myself, and I?
And yeah, Me, Myself, and I, like Funkadelic.
There was novelty in that. There was novelty in that at the time, and Prince Paul kind of cut up the beat a lot, and he did some scratching on there.
And they didn't do that. They didn't do that with the Biggie.
They didn't do anything to those beats. No, they just looped popular hits. He doesn't lose points as a rapper, but just overall how I view his career, it's like the Junior Mafia Get Money remix was just a Dennis Edwards Don't Look Any Further.
Yeah, but it's good.
I didn't say it wasn't good. I just said he loses points because for that reason.
So does Rakim lose points with Paid in Full?
What was that? There was still some novelty at that point in it. No,
I smell cat.
No, there's
no. Jesse has laid down the law on the Notorious B.I.G.
I give him props as a rapper. I'm talking about overall his career. It leans so heavily on hits.
I'm not.
Hey, let's get into Jay-Z.
I'm not taking Biggie slander, okay, from the bus driver man over here, okay.
Whoa, it's getting heated.
Did you hear my call? I just left your call.
I did.
I'm not a bus driver fan.
I know.
Oh, did you get my other? I had a question. Did my other 2 calls come through?
They always come through.
No, because my phone stopped working the evening that I was making those calls. So you got the call about the best looking rapper?
No.
You've got mail.
It was the best looking rapper and a scenario about Moulz with Rap Game.
I heard that one. I can tell him now. I was saving it for the show.
I heard Moulz with Rap Game. I did. Jesse settles the score.
Okay,
so I was saving the handsome one for the show.
Oh, okay. Then, as long as it came through, good.
I got it.
Okay, now
Moulz, I know who Jesse thinks is the most handsome rapper.
Oh, he's the best looking rapper of all time.
Yes.
Wow.
Pause, but yeah.
LL Cool J?
No.
Okay.
No. Can I spoil it for him, Mel, or?
Yeah.
If you want to, yeah.
That David East. That's a sexy man right there. Pause.
David East. I think that's why he's still around. I think girls just see this guy and they're like, oh, nice eyes, nice build. He could be in the WWE, though. He really could. He is a nice look. He could be a star. Right. Stop fucking around the rap game.
Okay, so let's talk about the awkwardness of this song.
I want to know what you think is so awkward about it.
One of 2 things was happening on this song. Either Jay-Z, as I said a minute ago, he was really going hard trying to get Christión over, or he just knew nothing about song structure, what to do, what to say at that point in his career. At that point in his career, he was New York cool, but he was not recognized, nationally. I think he might have still been learning the ropes of how to record a song. To start, his voice is all over the song more than Christión. There's an art to ad-libs. I think Jim Jones is maybe the best. I can't think of anyone else better at ad-libs. The 60 to 70% of the song is Jay-Z ad-libs, if you go back.
And who's, and just a quick ad-lib aside, who's an underrated ad-libber and he's not even a rapper?
Who?
Party Next Door.
Not even familiar.
I
know he exists. Yeah, he's just outside of my zone.
Okay.
You don't like Drake, so you wouldn't like Party Next Door.
I like 5 to 10 Party Next Door songs.
I was talking about Party, not Drake.
Well, Party wouldn't exist without Drake. Just face it.
That's not true. He'd exist. He'd be Jerron B, and he'd still be Heavyset somewhere in Canada. He was not responsible for the birth of that man. He's responsible for the birth of his career. 2 separate things.
Yeah, the only reason we're talking about him, we don't just talk about people who are born on this show.
Sure we do.
So, Moulz, how long have you been listening to the Streets is Watching soundtrack?
In life?
Yeah, did you hear it when it was out?
Not long.
Huh?
No. I heard some songs. The ones with Jay, the stuff that wasn't on the mixtape already, like Murdergram,
right.
Or, stuff like that, Celebration.
Right.
I knew those records just from online MP3 file sharing and stuff. I had never heard this full soundtrack, I don't think, at least more than once prior to doing this mixtape, or prior to doing this review, rather. So,
okay,
not overly acquainted with it.
Okay, so I've heard this. I've been playing this song in particular and some of the album since it came out. So it's I have a lot of experience with this song. And if you're just now hearing it, there's so much almost that you might miss. The Jay-Z verse, he double layers literally the whole verse is him rapping over himself, him saying the lines twice every line basically of that verse,
doubling his vocals
every line.
I mean, that was hot. Tupac was doing that.
Mel,
so
are we able to play the song now or some of it?
Sure.
Without copyright?
Pull it up. After that copyright, we just
Listen to how he ends every line with doubling up.
Okay, let me get it here. Streets is watching.
Watching.
Yeah, watching. Yeah, Streets is watching. Here we go.
Christión. Listen. Jigger. How easy is that? You ain't mad cause the game that I spat at his chick. So I had to double back quick and clap at his click. Soon as the smoke cleared, I got back at his
What's the point of
Tell
this?
that man, son, I ain't your average.
He does do that.
Every line. So there's that, and then it's all
Also,
of the
I
ad-libbing.
assume those edits are because like they wouldn't clear the sample if it was a dirty song situation.
That's what I assumed.
But why is he doubling the lyrics on every song, on every line?
That
And then there's
I don't know.
Then there's if you play this song like a few more times, there's the incessant ad-libbing for no reason. Like, I don't know if he's trying to get them over or he just doesn't know what to do and how to make that kind of a song.
That, I love how he comes on the song, Christión. Okay? I think it's great. I popped when he said that.
This
I don't
man,
know. Maybe it's just rappers announcing the people on the song. I've always,
that's fine. But this man says, for the color, at least 3 times. Bump that. And then there's a part that goes where the beat drops out. I just figured this out, like just listening to the song like recently. Like for years, I couldn't figure out why he goes, pause, who you with? I guess because the beat dropped and the music paused. I was like, what happened that was like pause worthy? That was for years. And then there's a part where the guy goes, because I don't want to fuss and fight. And Jay-Z goes, bump that. Like,
yeah, I took note of that.
And there's a whole lot of, listen, bump that. Don't hate, congratulate. Listen, how easy is that? Like, there's too much Jay-Z on this song.
The how easy is that pops me because I think it's kind of Jay alluding to the fact that it's like, it's a cakewalk. You got a computer love sample. I mean, how much work do you have to do? People love computer love, or just say a few words on it, and you can get away with a hit,
Skip to one of the singing verses. Listen to how many Jay-Z ad-libs are in this song.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is such a Jay thing to do, though. Like, when Jay performs live, he does this a lot. I've seen when he's, like, backing up a band on stage, like when he's performed with, like, Linkin Park, Coldplay, he's always ad-libbing, like, He's just doing all these ad-libs during the band because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't want to just, like, stand in place.
This song is 60% Jay-Z ad-libs.
I enjoy it. It actually didn't bother me too much.
Because you weren't paying attention to it.
Well, no, that's the thing, though. Like, even with it pointed out, it makes me enjoy it more. Maybe in an absurdist sense, yes. But, he's just reminding us that he's still there, Because like you said, the theme of the tape is getting these people over. If we forget that Jay-Z is backing this for too long, we might stop caring. Maybe that's his fear. So he has to keep saying
we're talking
stuff.
about signing to rappers, and you mentioned Kanye West, Drake, and Nicki Minaj, and they came in. Kanye came in on the back of a Jay cosign, Nicki Minaj and Drake off the Wayne cosign. Without Kanye having Jay, and without without Nicki and Drake having Wayne, it's arguable that these people would be in the spot that they're in right now.
That's fair. It's more than fair.
So, I'm saying that in defense of Jay's omnipresence on the song.
There was too much Jay-Z on the song, huh?
I don't know, because listen, were the people really demanding Christión? I mean, shit, neither Mel nor Moulz knew that this was even a group of 2 people.
They were kind of big.
I enjoy the duo.
I knew the song, I knew Full of Smoke, but that was it.
Right, they're 2 brothers. There was a video and everything.
Let's get gone. Listen to Christión.
You know, it's just that typical R&B feature verse. You're not trying to outshine the artist who's on the song with you, but at the same time, your presence is why a lot of people are not skipping the song.
With Jay-Z ad-libs every 5 seconds. There's no other rap song like this in history.
It's not a rap song.
What did you give it again? An 8?
A+ for entertainment value.
You like it more than Moulz Mel.
That's great. And yet I think you have the most criticism about it, which is the wonder of this show. You know?
I think that also comes, though, from Jesse, spending 23 years with this soundtrack, whereas,
True.
Moulz and Mel, we're not Streets is watching soundtrack aficionados. So it makes sense.
I think it makes sense, though. I'm like that with songs that I enjoy a fair amount. Like, I would be more critical because I know a lot about why I like it, so I also know a lot about the things that I don't like about it. I think this is.
I think if anything, the computer love interpolation in the chorus is the only thing that keeps this from being like a 7+ for me. It's just
just ain't never had to bring back your love, so
it's just
or had to ask somebody to bring it back.
We already got like elements of it. We don't need we get it. We get it.
They
we
have
don't
to switch it up somehow, otherwise it would have been like Biggie, right, Jesse?
Right.
See?
No.
See, Moulz, you not listening right.
I'm not taking this Biggie slander lying down.
Listen. Well, look.
A good...
They asked...
Go ahead.
They asked Jesse why he had to put a what's the word? Is this the right word I'm looking for? Referendum? Referendum. General vote. What does this mean?
A disclaimer?
Right,
is what you're trying to say?
I don't want to use that word.
You trying to say disclaimer?
Let's go with that. Jesse had to put a disclaimer. They wonder why Jesse had to put a disclaimer on Biggie's discography. And Jesse said this.
Why did you stop? How many times you want him to get bit? There's a goddamn limit to everything, including bites.
Okay? He bit too many popular songs.
Well, I won't blame him. I'll blame Diddy. What?
Well, Diddy. All right. It's Diddy's fault. It is Diddy's fault. I don't think this is
Those
Diddy's
are good.
idea.
Every song you named is good.
We
Jesse.
didn't say
I didn't say they weren't good songs.
Wait, why am I saying we? I don't even...
I didn't say they weren't good songs, but he leaned on popular samples as a crutch to get him over.
That's fine.
I agree with both of you. I'm just being...
It takes points away from his legacy. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't a bad rapper. He made good songs, but...
then it takes points away from every artist whose singles have samples.
You know who would have no legacy after this? Well, they already kind of have no legacy. Say it with me, y'all. Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all he does. He only samples novelty songs, basically.
You know?
Is that all he does?
Practically.
I think it's safe to say 98% of his catalog is novelty samples.
He has thousands of songs.
Probably 5 figures at this point. Maybe tens of thousands. You ever heard his daggone
I'm sure I haven't.
the Mr. Rogers flip?
No.
Please won't you be...
That's one of his people love that one.
They
it's
love
cool.
That,
I like
and
it.
they love Windows Media. Those are the two favorites.
I'll give Jesse a taste. I think he'll dig this. Here you go, Jesse, if you never heard it.
Please won't you be? Please won't you be? Please won't you be? My neighbor.
Yo, where my neighbors at from the left to the right? I'm the illest neighbor that stepped to the mic. These neighbors ain't ready for the mess that I write, so I'll call you niggas neighbors for the rest of the night. You close.
That's all you need to hear. That's all you need to hear.
A+.
You already got a rating.
Give him a little Windows Media player.
I'm sure he's heard that.
Okay.
You had to have heard
that. If that was in the Hamiltonization process,
it was somewhere in there, I'm sure.
Yeah. It was somewhere in there, yeah.
I've heard that. Not bad.
Yeah. He's had a lot of novelty samples, and I think he's done a great job with just about all of them. You know?
Right. Quick transition. A good Jay-Z ad-lib is when he chimes in with the guy going, my life's a novel, blaze it, and then Jay-Z jumps in, Barnes and Noble. That's like, okay, I'm supporting your rap line. but he's all over the Christión song. Like literally.
What song was that where he did the Barnes
Celebration?
Because I remember that. Okay, yeah.
Quick question for you guys: Who has the best verse on Celebration?
Jay-Z.
DMX. What?
Did you say
Jay-Z.
DMX?
DMX is not on Celebration.
Right.
Wait, what? No.
the
Oh, I'm
last
thinking of
song on the
Murdergram. Sorry, y'all. Murdergram. I meant
Jay-Z.
Murdergram. Celebration. Yes, Jay-Z for sure.
Both incorrect. The only time in history where Memphis Bleak is outshined Jay-Z.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Memph Man, Flow Like Water, Rap Redacted Front Not Auto Plunge. That's one of the greatest. That is the greatest Bleak performance.
I will allow the take.
Moving with Speed, Try to Play Superman, ended up like Chris Reeves, Paraplegic. That's one of the greatest. That is the greatest Bleak appearance.
Nah, chill.
Bleak doesn't have a better verse than that.
First of all, Coming of Age is just a much better song.
I'm not
It's
talking
a
about
more
song. I'm talking about
memorable-
verses.
Memorable appearance. You said it's the best Bleak appearance.
Yes, Bleak had Bleak. It's common knowledge on Twitter, in rap Twitter, that Bleak outshined Jay-Z on that song.
Well, you know what else is common knowledge on rap Twitter, Jesse? Do we really need to get into this?
I'm ready.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is
That's the greatest album of all time.
It's the greatest album of all time. You think I give a fuck about rap Twitter?
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about what they think about Jay-Z Celebration.
Let me look at the track
We're
list now.
talking about Bleak, though.
I'm saying that's a song, though. Jay-Z Celebration featuring Memphis
Jesse,
Bleak.
I will allow your Bleak take.
Let me look at this track list now.
That's what it is. It's a bleak take.
No, what it is
Well, it's a bleak life, and the music about it is often very bleak.
Okay, maybe Hell of a Life and Lost in the World might be the only things less than a 7 on Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy for me.
No, that's not true, but I'll get
I won't be
into it.
discussing those ratings because that would spoil a potential very big episode. So
Okay.
I just know, as the kids say, I highly fucking
that
disagree.
phrase.
I didn't see that in the email. That's coming up?
What? Twisted
Dark-
Fantasy?
Yeah.
Everybody run back to your Twisted Fantasy? On the count of 3? Is it on the thing?
I don't remember seeing it.
Let me look.
Not that I would have signed up for that.
No, it's not on the thing.
So we ain't spoiling nothing, Mel. We ain't spoiling
You know
nothing.
why?
We ain't editing
I
nothing
feel
today.
I really feel like we've like heard so many takes about that album. I feel like when it's time to do it, we'll do it. But I don't want to discuss that album.
I mean, I don't think it would spoil the review for me to say I am not a fan of it to the degree that rap. What's the word you often use? Intelligentsia? How is it pronounced?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, that one. The rap intelligentsia. I don't. Nah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It has some songs on there.
We're going on tangents. Sorry.
I mean, listen. Before Ye and Jesus is King were a thing, it was his worst album to me. Let me just leave it there. I'll just leave it there.
Okay.
We're going on tangents, but quickly, off the top of your heads, the two best Kanye solo tracks, or not solo tracks, but two best songs on his albums. They could have features.
You're asking
Just
me?
off the top of my head.
Don't think too hard.
Okay, College Dropout.
Addiction for me, for sure.
You took the what? I wanted to say that.
Well, you should have said it. You said College Dropout.
Well, I was starting at the beginning.
Well, oh wait, are you? You're talking per
He
album?
said off of each album.
I thought
No,
you
just
said
just 2 out of
the whole catalog.
Yeah.
I thought you said.
Oh.
I'm going Addiction is my number 1, and probably Paranoid is my number 2.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, that number 2 I can't vouch for. But
I
that
like
first
Paranoid.
one, yeah, Addiction. No, I like Paranoid, but just like putting it in top 2 of his whole.
That's not even a rap song. So
Addiction.
Well, neither
and,
is Addiction. Really, it's almost like I don't think Kanye West is a good rapper.
Let's say. Addiction twice. I try not to think about him these days. That's why nothing else.
I like Late. Late is good
One.
with Cameron. You like
a
Late?
1? Late's
No.
a 1?
no.
No, was it not Gone?
Gone
it's called.
Gone is with Cameron.
Yeah, I like Gone. I like Gone.
You don't like Late though?
I like Late. I'll be late for that. That's a good one. I like a lot of stuff on Late Reg.
Number 1 and 1A interchangeable. We Major and Devil in the New Dress.
Oh.
Those are his two best songs.
Jesse, you fell for the flim flam. You fell for the 1-2. How do you do? You fell for the smoke and mirrors.
What did I
fell
fall for?
The extended arrangement and overly long bullshit. You fell for the oldest jig in the book.
What did I fall for?
Fake art.
What's fake art? Runaway is fake art.
Oh, that's a
9
whole
minutes.
other conversation.
That whole album is fake art. Every song is like 7 minutes.
Runaway is 9 minutes. Blame Game is
Runaway
8
is
minutes.
great. Length doesn't make something fake art. Aesthetic makes something fake art.
But when the
Which song that I said is fake art?
When the length is filled with a bunch of
Devil in a New Dress. That's fake art.
Oh, for sure.
The beat is
another one.
the beat is incredible.
We Major is just misexecuted, I think.
No, We Major is so overindulgent. 8 minutes long.
Moulz, have you ever fornicated, let's say, with a woman that you felt was out of your league?
Out of my league?
Yes. Like, I shouldn't be in bed with this woman. She looks too good to be fucking with me.
No.
That's what We Major feels like. And I have experience with a number of women that I'm like, how?
No, I've always...
My Eskimo brother...
I hear in the streets they call that the Pete Davidson effect.
Right.
No, it's been the opposite. I'm like, are you... Like, what is it? Like, what?
My Eskimo brother who we started the show talking about...
Well, I got a huge shocker.
We started... we share a woman in common that at the time, when I was with her, I was like, how the fuck is this me? That's what We Major feels like.
There was a woman who might make Jesse and Moulz Eskimo brothers. Oh, it's true.
Type it in the chat.
You don't have to type it if you don't.
No,
want.
type it in the chat.
You can't say, but you can. You this stays between us.
Of course.
So the implication is that both of you have had relations.
Type it in the chat.
I'm excited. But here's the thing, and I may have spelled it wrong, but
it's okay.
If you know, you know.
How do you know that about me?
Because she may have said something to me.
She talks too
about
damn
you.
much.
She may have said something to me about you.
She talks too damn much. Look at the revelations. Me and Moulz are Eskimos.
Oh God.
She talks too much.
But that has to stay between you and I.
Oh, I'm taking that to the grave. I can't even go into detail on the mic. I'm taking that to the grave, though.
I'm intrigued, but obviously I
No,
would
you shouldn't be intrigued,
know.
Mel.
There's nothing to be intrigued about. It's
Not
just,
good.
Yeah. Vaginally
sexually lost?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't remember it, but I don't remember it. Let's just say me and Moulz are Eskimos with a lot of people.
Wow. This show is something else.
She was popular on this website. That's all I'll say.
Yes. And back in the day, on the website, people would have their AOL Instant Messenger. You just click a button and you start basically DMing them. Like, it's like the old school DM.
All I'll say...
You slide into the AIM, and you see what it is. There's one other OKP that I can speak of.
I'm sure.
But she disappeared from OKP. Totally disappeared.
The person in the chat?
No. This person... let me just say this about the person in the chat. Good person.
Weird person.
Sure, but like, cool. Like, never gave me any problems, right? No issues, no drama. Right. This person, though, who... You'll know the username.
Oh, weirdo.
Sure. Total fucking weirdo.
I'm glad I never met her.
Yeah, I did, but either way.
if you're saying you have history with her, you're like Eskimos with another Jewish guy, and that's all I'll say.
Oh, Benny Guinness?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like it deals with how you prepare food or whatever.
What? Kosher?
Right. And then Uncle Blank.
Got you.
The
I
tax
know
guy.
who that is. I know who that is.
I think they have some. We're in a deep rabbit hole right now. And I only knew who you were talking about by the last name because that's not her first name at all. We're in a deep rabbit hole right now, Mel. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I'm in awe of it all.
Okay, so if let's just, without being messy, and I want this to stay on air. Don't edit anything out. If you can recall, Moulz, what did she say about me?
That she knew you. So she never told me you guys were intimate.
Oh, okay.
She just said, yeah. So I met her with the Kangol man.
The guy that takes the pictures? I forget his name. Oh, Julius?
Yeah, Julius.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
So
I pray none of these people hear this.
Met her through him.
Got it.
And then slid into the Ames off the OKPs.
So, for lack of a better word, she's fast.
Hey. In my experience, I agree. But she didn't say anything derogatory about you, and she didn't give up any sort of intimate information.
Got it.
She just said she knew Young H. And I said, well, the way she's moving, knowing Young H means that she's definitely she's bumped with Young H a little bit.
I don't have that much history with that many people from that site, but that's one of them.
Well, I mean, from the sounds of things, we might be Eskimo brothers with the whole OKP.
She was active. Not my business.
See, if you live like Mel, you never have to worry about any of this. You know?
What do you mean worry? I'm not worried about it at all.
No, I'm just speaking to the audience.
Do you remember? Oh yeah, live like Mel, guys. Please. Live like Mel. Do you remember the username? On the site.
Yeah, I do, but like I feel like she changed it at one point in time.
Whatever the first one was, you know who I'm a fan of, and that was what reeled me in.
Okay.
In my young mind, like, oh, she has this name, she must be cool, and yeah. It was a mess between she and I, but I think we squashed it. It was a mess, but I think we squashed it.
Okay.
Like before I moved to LA, you know, I met up with her and said, you know, my sorries and so on and so forth.
Oh, I thought you were about to say that because I'm going all the way back to like 2009 right now. Maybe 2010.
You were 09 in 2010?
What's that?
I said you were 09 in 2010?
Not both those years. No, I mean literally just hung out with this girl one night, but I can't place the exact time. This is starting to
feel like media takeout.
No, I'm saying what year?
That's what I'm saying. I can't place the exact time. It was definitely when I was living in Queens. So like that would have had to have been 08, 09, or at the latest 2010. Yeah. Nah, couldn't have been 2010 because I was like in a relationship for a while.
Me and the Moulz were connected around the same time.
Yeah. No, I think she literally said like she was like, you know, not saying anything bad. It was just like, yeah, I was just hanging out with like Young H.
I was just hanging out. Wow.
Like, so we might have just like she might have went from Jesse straight to Moulz.
Wow.
This is gross. I think we've covered
the things I learned being on Red.
Your love.
Right. We started with Eskimos. We end with Eskimos. Look at that.
Dear God.
Sounds like a good thing.
Y'all. It's
no, sounds like a good thing. It's not a good thing.
What do you mean? Been nice knowing y'all.
We didn't.
I'm expecting to be ended. That's all.
We didn't say this person's name.
The fans.
We did not say this person's name. There's
not because of this most recent. The entire past 2.5 hours, I already forgot everything that was said. I just know it felt bad at the time. So
when you go back and
whatever
edit,
happened,
it'll be fine.
You're just on high alert. You're just on such high alert with this stuff.
All right.
I can't.
Jesse is not controversial. I promise you.
Kelsey?
I said Jesse is not
The
controversial.
worst thing he said during the whole bit was calling Questlove a Yiddish derogatory word for a black person in the Jewish grandma voice. And
I said nothing worse than it.
And then the other harmful thing he did was say Dart Adams was a 4 as a guest, and then started talking about penises.
Folks, call in 718-635-0743.
Let
us know what you would like to be on the Rap Rankings funeral playlist.
Okay, no, I was going to say, what were you offended by? What do you think we crossed the line with? Who crossed the line? And what can we do to fix it?
Who was the most offensive during Jesse's house?
Let's stop recording. I want to talk some more off mic.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I think we've done our job here.
I mean, at this rate, Mel, we're going to just have to do the rest of this review tomorrow. And
honestly,
this is my best appearance to date, and I've had some great ones.
It's for the best. It's for the best. I feel like I just went to war. So,
well, you'll be back on the battlefield tomorrow night for the rest of the review. A review that's been, Jesse, no joke, this review of this thing, we were like, yo, this is going to be the shortest review in rap history.
It was supposed to be the shortest one.
And now
it's
somehow,
crazy.
due to an internet outage yesterday, because we started the review yesterday, my internet went out, and now we were thinking, all right, we're going to do Jesse's house, we're going to do Your Love, and then when Jesse leaves, which will take about an hour and a half to 2 hours, then we'll transition to doing the full review.
That's what I told my girlfriend. I was like 9:30. Thank goodness she didn't come over.
I mean, you want to make sure she doesn't hear this specific appearance.
She knows nothing about Red. Like, she's not even on social media.
That's the key. Major key.
Right. She hates Twitter. She uses Instagram just to scroll. She doesn't post on Instagram.
Sounds like in the clear. You have a good girlfriend.
She works my nerves, but she's okay.
Okay, well,
I think I left a call about her annoying me.
You did, but you said you didn't want us to.
We edited it because you
said don't play this part on the air, so we cut it. We actually played it, and then we thought we'd be hypocrites if we didn't cut it after we said if you don't want us to play it on the air, just say so.
That's fine.
By the way, 300 is bullshit, right? Not the label, but we all know that's bullshit. The movie with the Romans or whatever.
We'll be back for the rest of the review.
There's no way that shit happened.
I'm cutting it out.
I fell asleep. Like me and my friends went to the movies to see that.
Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform.